Hello, in this video I'm gonna show you how to set up your Trezor Safe Free. And to do it, you will need to use a computer, so plug it into a computer with a cable. I'm gonna double check if I have the cable. Yes, I have it connected to the computer. Now I'll need to go to Trezor.io/start. Basically. Now you can either download the app for desktop or continue in browser. I think I'm gonna download it. Now let's open it once it downloads. Okay. I click on more info and run anyway. Okay, you can select that you can either install it for anyone who uses this computer or only for the user you're logged in right now. And I'm gonna do that. And by the way, installing for the user you're using right now doesn't require administrator privileges. Now once I finish, it'll run Trezor suite. Okay, gonna allow public and private networks to allow the app. Now you can allow or disallow anonymous data collection. Now I'm gonna put it on the side here so you can see it well. Yeah. Now let's click on set up my Trezor. And I'll need to install the firmware because the device is shipped without a firmware. And by the way, for Bitcoin only users, you can select Bitcoin only firmware, but I'm not gonna use Bitcoin. I'm gonna use some different ones. So yeah, it's installing firmware right now and it will take a moment, so I'll just get back to you when it's done. Okay, now I can click on continue, then I'll just read what's written here. Okay, it will confirm that the chip inside the device is genuine, so it's important. I'll need to allow it by pressing the right button. Now it's checking authenticity. Let's go to continue. And now on the device, go to the right. Then click on different buttons. Hold to confirm, to approve important operations. You can see this is how it works. Now scrolling is also like that. If the text doesn't fit on the screen, let's click on continue. To confirm, you'll need to press two buttons. Now let's continue. And let's continue in the app. Now you can create a new wallet or recover one using your wallet backup. And I'll be creating a new wallet in this video, but there also will be a video on recovering the wallet, but that video will only cover the step of recovering. So like the rest of it, if you need to follow a video, feel free to follow this video, although just this one step will be different. So here I'll create a new wallet, then you can select a backup type. So a single share backup or multi-share backup. I'll just learn what's the difference and get back to you. Yeah, I'm just gonna use the single share backup because I don't really find that multi-share backup to be something that I need. And now I'll create a new backup and it'll show me 20 words that I need to write down on a piece of paper. Don't take a picture of it, especially with a device that has or will have access to internet. And also don't do it in a place with cameras. And I will be showing you the recovery phrase, but only because I'm not gonna be transferring any money. But the recovery phrase is later used if something happens to your device. Then you can use the recovery phrase to recover all the assets on your on your wallet, so that's why it shouldn't be lost first of all, and shouldn't be shared with anyone. I'm just gonna approve the things here. Okay, let's wait it to process. Now it's processing something, and now let's go to continue to backup. And yes, as it shows you, your wallet backup lets you recover your funds in case your treasure loss or damage. Never take a picture of your backup or store it anywhere digital, and store your backup securely and never share it with anyone. It is very important. But as I said, I will be showing you that only because I won't be transferring any money. So yeah, let's do it. Now I'm gonna click on continue. Now I'm gonna approve it. And let's click on show words. And now it's showing this. So I'll write it down on a piece of paper and get back to you. As I said, don't share it with anyone and never lose your recovery phrase. By the way, it's also important not to write them down in the correct order, because otherwise you won't be able to just like recover it later. The order is very important. I just noticed that you can see the third word and the fourth word are actually the same, and I need to write it down to know that those two words are the same. And now if you've written everything down, hold to confirm. And now you'll need to check the backup to make sure that everything is written down correctly. So now you're asked for a certain word. In my case, it's the third word. So I'll need to select which was the third word. Just go through the list, then select with both keys. Now my ninth word is indeed the vote. Then my 19th is gonna be, I believe, preach. And yes, success. So let's continue. Now continue. And continue to pin. Now click on set pin. You can turn on pin protection, and I will. Pin will be required to access this device. Let's click on turn on. And pin should be 4 to 50 digits long. The position of the cursor will change between entries for enhanced security. And now you'll need to enter the first digit. I'll make it something simple, but actually make it something more difficult. Then the second digit. As you can see, indeed, the position of the cursor changes between each entry. Now I'm gonna approve it, but feel free to set it to something longer. Now I'm gonna continue and re-enter it. Approve. It's processing. And let's continue. Now the pin is set, so I'm gonna click on continue. Now you can activate different coins. I'm gonna make sure what the Tor is. You can enable Tor to route all Treasure Suite traffic through the Tor network, increasing your privacy and security. It may take some time for Tor to load and establish a connection. I'm not gonna do that now. And I will select Bitcoin. Then I'll also select Ethereum and Solana. I'm gonna check what is the test net. So you can have the test coins just for testing, to learn more about your device. So you can enable some of those just for testing, and they don't hold any value. So yeah, let's complete the setup. Now you can change the name or change home screen. I'm gonna go to the Treasure Suite. And yeah, like you can enable or disable something. I don't really know what's that. I'll enable it. I'm using the Treasure honestly like the first time, but I just have been using different wallets and know how to use those, but didn't use any like that Trezor yet. And I hope that this video was helpful. Don't forget to like and subscribe. See you in the next one.